There is an important aspect when it comes to the Kashmir Valley this time. It was for the first time, possibly in over 3 decades, that the entire Kashmir Valley also, by themselves, voluntarily decided to organize a shutdown. For reasons we had not seen earlier. To unanimously condemn the Pahalgam terror attack, the whole valley came out on the streets, or a shutdown or a messaging. A terror attack sponsored by Pakistan, and Kashmiris also decided now to come forth and take a stand against that terror attack. Many of you may know that unlike an earlier muted response to even the act of terror, this time, look at that. These are visuals on your screen, all on camera. From Srinagar to Anantnag to Baramulla to border areas, there were candlelight vigils, protests, even loud, angry sloganeering and against Pakistan. This also marks a historic turning point and a reminder that local Kashmiris are realizing that Pakistan has been no friend to them. Because also among those killed was a Kashmiri Muslim, Sayyid Adil Hussain Shah. He was also not spared, brutally killed apart from 25 Hindus and Christians. Also, there's a fact that just when Kashmir's tourism was getting back on track and starting to thrive, it has taken a massive hit. I can confirm to you, mass cancellations have been reported. Families across India that have understandably, because of fear, distress, anger, have cancelled or at least postponed their travel plans because of this Pakistan-sponsored attack. But it is the livelihood of Kashmiris that has borne the brunt. The economy that was beginning to stabilize, life that was beginning to become better. Kashmir was witnessing a collaboration between the government and the people to take the valley ahead. So a reminder what Pakistan has done to the people of Kashmir too this time. But here I say that Kashmiris are sending out a message, and we need to listen to that too. That they stand with India, they stand against Pakistan, they welcome normalcy, and this will be an important factor to keep in confidence. This is the sentiment on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, that will help defeat Pakistan, that will help defeat terror. If you're wondering what is the reason that Kashmiris are also out on the streets this time, especially for a message with regard to against Pakistan, because J&K was witnessing and was on a road to peace and normalcy, at least in the past 5 to 6 years. It's undeniable that the efforts that were put in. Tourism was booming in Jammu and Kashmir. I must tell you, and I want to quote here from the economic survey that was tabled in the Jammu Kashmir Assembly. Between 2021 to 2024, over 7 crore 49 lakh tourists visited J&K in the past 3 to 4 years. Amid this, specifically for the Kashmir Valley in 2024 itself, 34 lakh, possibly approximately 35 lakh tourists had visited Kashmir. This includes the Amarnath Yatra in the Kashmir Valley, other events that were organized. Also, there is then Vaishno Devi in the Jammu region as a whole of J&K. But 35 lakh tourists, according to the data that had come in for Kashmir Valley. But apart from that, tourists had been going to Kashmir earlier too. What was so different in the past 5 to 6 years? No curfew nights, no shutdowns, no mass stone pelting, no disruption of daily life. Especially for the younger generation, schools and colleges were becoming functional. Education was back on track. Think of the infrastructural development. There were massive level of road and rail projects that were either being inaugurated, announced, implemented. It was making the life of people of J&K much easier. Then, most importantly, came the employment opportunities, new startups, opportunities that were pushing the livelihood ahead. Many businesses that had reopened. Younger generation was taking a chance to not have to leave the Kashmir Valley for greener pastures. Then, remember, international conclaves were being organized. The G20 tourism meeting was organized in Kashmir in 2023 in the month of May. A huge security risk, but it was organized and it went on successfully. If there were cinemas being opened, there were a lot of new marketplaces that had come up. There was peace in border villages. Mortar shelling wasn't a common norm anymore. People were beginning to live normal lives and a hope for peace. And that's one of the reasons that you see that Kashmiris came out on the streets this time to send a message against Pakistan-sponsored terror attack. It has impacted one and all in different ways. So therefore now, look at the visuals that are coming in on your screen. Amid all of these, at the iconic Old Zero Bridge that's also been renovated, it's become a new joint with regard to the younger generation. The next generation is also as much in anger, but they're also united. Mir Farid decided to reach out to some of the younger voices of the Kashmir Valley. Let's listen in to what do they have to say.
People from all shades of life coming here, but today even this place is deserted. Reason? We all know the Pahalgam terror attack has shaken one and all. It has derailed the tourism season, but more than that, it has hit the people right in their heart. People are shocked, and Kashmir has risen against it in unison. All shades, all walks of life, be it businessmen, be it civil society, be it politicians, everyone has come together to condemn it unequivocally. This time around, this is a departure, because if you talk of Kashmir of say 10, 15, 20 years back, such an incident would be met with muted responses. For various reasons, I don't want to go into that. But right now, people are hurt, they are one in condemning this. Now, we wanted that our discussion today should be apolitical. That's why we've got youngsters, Gen Next, who are doing very well in their own fields. We have Mr. Nasir, who is a road safety expert. Then Mr. Firdos Baba, again a social activist. And then you also have Nasir, who again is doing a great job when it comes to bringing the issues of the Kashmiri students